So I'm sitting here in beautiful Tequesta, Florida, and I've got a special message for Gremlina, for Sunny the California girl, and most of all for Miss Roxy Astor. If you want to turn GoTarryn into GloTarryn, that's fine. However, you have to make sure you leave enough room for T-Bone, Tony Yannuzzi.
Hey everybody, welcome to GoTarryn TV today. It's Tarryn the Traveling Trainer in Atlanta, Georgia. It's episode 458, and we're on GoTarryn TV, although side by side from Tequesta, Florida, we've got T-Bone Tony Yannuzzi. He wants to team up with me and overtake Glow Wrestling to make it GloTarryn TV. I love it, Tony. How are you doing today? That was awesome.
I'm doing great, and I just did that because, truthfully, I love all the Glow girls, and I think for getting me acquainted with them through your program and definitely other ways, which I'm sure you can elaborate on.
Yeah, it was awesome. I didn't think you would mind, especially considering it was going to be surprise calls. But for the folks listening out there, Roxy Astor and Sunny, the California girl, have each separately called Tony on his cell phone and surprised him. So, thanks to the Glow girls for being able to do that. Really nice treat there.
I appreciate them both. I'm sorry to Roxy because I was a little thrown off, and I probably would have been a better conversationalist otherwise. I was a little more prepared for Sunny, even though I didn't know she was going to call. At least I knew it was a possibility. So I did have a more civilized conversation with her. But both just for them taking the time out, I really do appreciate it, seriously. And thank you for hooking us up.
Absolutely. And Tony, this is the thing. I'm going to tell you something right now. It was interesting. You haven't been able to watch the video blog yet with Dan Magnus. He's episode number 453, but that's going to be by the time you and I are talking. It hasn't been published yet. I don't know if Roxy had told you or mentioned her boyfriend, Dan Magnus, former kickboxing champion, actually had open heart surgery, and had an interesting story. I don't want to give away too much because, again, it's the first time I'm interviewing him, but he goes into detail. Did she mention that to you, or did you guys talk about that? I don't recall if that had ever come up.
Not because I'm not sure she knew my history.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Well, she'll know now, again, because she's watching, obviously. But I think you definitely got to get in touch with Dan and send him a Facebook friend request. So I definitely want you guys to link up. I think he'd be an interesting guy for you to talk to. But definitely be on the lookout for his video blog. I think you're going to find it very interesting. Yeah.
Awesome.
But Tony, now let's talk about you. So much has happened since we had you on here last month. We got a lot to catch up on. How have you been doing, and what's been going on?
Well, I guess we got to go all the way back to Valentine's Day. I had a quite interesting Valentine's Day because I don't know if you could see, I actually have a lot of new furniture here. Katie has moved all her stuff in.
Oh, right, of course.
Which before that, my father and I had to unpack my closet and make room for her, and we were unpacking this big box. It's been in there 11 years. We didn't know what was in it. We found all sorts of old computer stuff, and we're digging around. We're trying to get stuff out of it. I got my head buried in the box, and he's trying to pull something else out. The thing comes loose, hits me in the face. I get a broken nose.
Oh, no.
And but I mean, it's ironic because my father's never hit me for anything before in my life.
Oh.
And here this accident happens.
Oh, no.
But fortunately, we got everything under control before Katie was to come over for Valentine's Day. So we went to a little pizza place around the corner, and as soon as we got in the door, I could smell an overwhelming smell of garlic. And at that point, I figured, oh, I can smell. Okay, at least I can smell again. But what happened was, I wasn't sure if it actually was broken, but just in case there might have been a hairline fracture with my health history. It would be better not to touch it,
Yeah.
trying because so for all I know, maybe there's a hairline fracture, maybe not. But all I had to do was wait for all the swelling to go down, and once it went down, everything's fine. But I mean, that was Valentine's Day. So I mean, and it was funny because we were hanging out on the couch after dinner, and she goes to kiss me on the bridge of my nose, and I scream out murder, and she goes, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Do you realize where you just kissed me?" Oh, sorry. so, so yeah, that was Valentine's Day. And like I said, we cleared out a bunch of stuff from the closets. And since then, her mother, her sister, one of her sisters, and her father and herself have all moved her stuff in to my house. I got some nice new brown cherry wood and leather furniture here. And I got my back bedroom, which is going to be my man cave once we get everything set. It's all full of her boxes of stuff that we have to go through. But unfortunately, my father had some minor surgery, so he's in bed right now. Her
Okay.
parents are in Japan, so nobody's really around to help us right now. But another week or so, we're going to get that back bedroom all cleared out so that all her stuff and my stuff are co-mingled and living in harmony.
That's wonderful. And we are just approaching so quickly, Tony. I know you got to be getting excited. We're exactly 2.5 months away right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
I can't believe
And
that. That is amazing. So, have you got the butterflies? Are you getting pretty nervous? Pretty excited?
yeah, in my own special ways, I'm getting nervous. Like, in fact, it's funny just because just the other day, we're talking about commingling our bills and our cell phones and all that kind of wonderful stuff.
Oh yeah.
And she decides to, because it'll be both our cable and she'll be the major primary breadwinner and earning the most money of the two of us. She decided that before my Uverse cable expires, to just take over the responsibility. So she did that, and she bumped us up to a new cable package.
Oh,
And the reason
sweet.
I bring this up is because it's due to that that I know, okay, this is real now. This is actually real. This is happening. So
Well, one of my fellow fitness professionals from one of the gyms that I train at, we'll give a shout out to him. His name's Chris Denton, and he's a pretty funny guy. He could be a stand-up comic. When let's see, this is probably about a couple of years ago. Yeah, it has to be about 2 years ago. And what he told me was, and he's since divorced, but he told me, he said, Tarryn, you should know that there are 3 rings in life. And I said, 3 rings? He said, yes. First, there's the engagement ring. Second, there's the wedding ring. And then third is the suffering. And I wanted to
I've
give him a sock
heard
against the face for that. It was what a just cheap shot, you know.
no, I've heard that before.
I hadn't heard it. Yeah, well, I guess I heard it a couple of years ago, but still, that's exciting though. I'm so happy, and for the folks watching out there who don't know by now, I'm going to be actually privileged and honored to be a groomsman at Tony's wedding. I've got my flight booked. I've got the rental car already, and I can't wait. It's going to be a blast. And 25 years about, if I've got the math right. I've known you, and I've never met you in person. This will be the very first time I'll get to shake your hand, so this is the craziest thing.
This is the closest we've ever been.
Yeah.
But again, I'm happy you're going to be able to make the trip and be able to be actually participating in the wedding.
Yes.
However, like I've told Roxy and Sonny, I feel bad because I've essentially prohibited you from attending the cruise, which I feel horrible about. and again, a point related to this, I would love to have a bachelor party on the cruise.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
that would be awesome.
the
Yeah.
timing is just all cockeyed. So
Yeah, no, it was crazy. I had texted all of the groomsmen on the phone and asked them about, hey, let's do the bachelor party on the cruise ship, and I sent the website link. So if anybody out there is watching us and doesn't know what we're talking about, go to the website afterglow@sea.com and they'll see it. And it's going to be amazing. But next time, one of the other people I interviewed, Tony, Sylvester Bowler, if he's out there listening, he had mentioned, he saw your blog, and he gave us a great idea. He said, don't get too distraught, because he's pretty sure this won't be the only cruise that Roxy and the girls are going to be throwing. So if anything, your 1-year wedding anniversary, Tony, your 1-year wedding anniversary, we're going to be on that cruise at the After Fanglow party next year, 2017.
I remember Sonny actually mentioned to me that I'm sure I heard it from your blog first, but apparently Atlanta is where they started from.
Oh, right, that's true. Yeah.
They were thinking of, for future reunions or endeavors, to have at least one of them take place in Atlanta. So maybe that's an idea for the future.
You brought up a good point, Tony, because Atlanta, as you know, has become a real central focal point for celebrities, Hollywood, sports. It's a real big hub. The busiest airport in the world, Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson Airport. And it's a central hub for all the people on the East Coast to easily access. You could easily get up here than you could on the West Coast, of course. We've got other people like Diana Prince up in the East Coast. We've got other Glow fans and a lot of other people that are centrally located in the eastern parts. So I think it just makes a lot of sense. I think that would be a great idea. That's good. So what else has been going on, Tony? Again, just so much to catch up on. Anything else that you're planning on for the springtime here?
Well, I guess that would be mostly up to Katie. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of family things, extended family things that I'm going to have to, as the husband, tag along for, which is fine, because I appreciate having a nice big family. In fact, one of my sister-in-laws is moving next week into a gigantic mansion of a house with her family.
Oh, wow.
Which is actually right across the street from me.
Oh,
so
no
once
kidding.
they're moved in, we're going to be neighbors. And on top of that, my sister, my natural biological sister, is across the street in the other direction. So when the time is when the time comes to talk about babies, we got built-in sitters on two sides of the street.
Oh,
Because
wow.
by that time they'll be well old enough to be able to take care of kids.
That's pretty convenient. That's great. That's excellent, Tony.
Well, lots to look forward to. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen, but it should all be exciting, and I really can't wait to see you guys. Not only you, but other people from Ridgefield I haven't seen in like 16 years. Speaking of 16 years, I sent you something earlier.
Yes.
Previous to this taping.
We're going to put that on the screen right now. Let's show the folks what we're talking about. There
Okay.
it is.
Okay, yes, that yellow arrow is a 20 to 21-year-old me at Living Dangerously 2000 original ECW, and that was taken right off of the WWE Network.
That is amazing. And I remember seeing that, Tony. This was previous to Facebook. Might have been on MySpace, maybe. I don't remember, but I remember you showed me that picture. And I remember seeing that a long time ago when that was first there at Danbury, Connecticut. But that's amazing, though. How cool is that?
Yeah, and we weren't sitting in the same place. In fact, I was a little miffed that I went to the box office for tickets. Actually, my best friend did, because I was at school at the time, but I got my tickets from the box office, and he got tickets online. My best man for my wedding, Blake Norton from Cork County, Ireland, at the time living in California, and made the trip to Connecticut and bought his ticket online, got first row. So we were both on the floor. I could see him, he could see me, but we were just enough apart to not be able to talk to each other.
Wow.
But the fact that he was both there, he actually slept over overnight before his flight home back at my house. And again, 16 years later, I'll see him for the first time in 16 years.
Oh my God, that's amazing. So,
It's like a
the
big reunion with all of you. So,
yeah, it's going to be
excited.
amazing. Yeah, I can't wait, Tony. Again, I've said it over and over again. It's going to be just truly historic. It's like the earth is going to fall, upside down when you and I actually, when you and I
Well,
shake hands. It's going to be like when Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man first shook hands as the Mega Mania. That's right, the Mega Powers. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it's going to be like, Tony. And we're not going to fight over Elizabeth. That's the only difference. And no sex
We,
tapes, of course, either.
we each, well, I was gonna say we each have our Elizabeth, so it doesn't matter.
That's right, absolutely. Well, Tony, again, like I said, this is so awesome to be able to catch up with you. I love the intro, by the way. Again, I can't get enough of that. I can't wait till Roxy, Sunny, and Grimlina get to see that. And speaking of which, just a little hint: you may be hearing from Grimlina soon. Who knows? We'll have to see. But you'll be ready for her,
Okay. Yeah.
though.
Oh, sure.
Well, Tony,
Right.
let's see here. Before we let you get going, in case anybody wants to get in touch with you or send you some positive vibes or wish you good luck on the wedding, how can they best get in contact with you? What's the best ways to reach you?
Okay. Best ways are my Twitter account is at sayscalled SAYSCALLED, and my Facebook again Tony Yannuzzi. Just look me up. I'm actually wearing, I think, this hat in my picture, so you can pick me out.
Oh, there you go.
Very, yeah, either way, I welcome all feedback, so, go for it.
Perfect. Perfect, Tony. Very good. Well, anything else to say for posterity before we let you head out of here today?
Well, I can't believe how close this is. I'll be able to see you before I know it, and hey,
Well, that's true. And you and I are going to talk again soon, Tony. We're going to have you back on next month as well in
and,
April.
and before we end this, I just want to say a sincere thank you to all Glow Girls that I have talked to, and you are all wonderful. And thanks to YouTube, I've been catching up on all the classic Glow matches I really didn't get to see as a youngster. So it's all been a privilege, and I thank you all very much.
Absolutely, Tony. Very well said. Yes, absolutely. Well, again, keep up the great work down there in Florida, everything that you're doing, Tony. And just like I said, I can't wait to talk to you next month. And by that time, we'll be saying, hey, see you next month. Just think about that. Isn't that crazy? So
Yeah,
I'll bring my camera with me to the wedding. Maybe we could do a GoTarryn TV video blog down there during the wedding. Who knows?
wonderful.
All right, Tony. Well, hey, we'll let you go, folks. Grab a pen and paper in case you missed it. Here comes his contact information one more time as we fade to black. We'll see you, Tony.
Thank you.
Okay, folks, there you have it right here on GoTarryn TV with T-Bone Tony Yannuzzi from Tequesta, Florida. Always wonderful having Tony here on GoTarryn TV. You know, he goes back as the longest reigning guest that we've had here every month since the beginning of GoTarryn TV began. So, hey, there you go. You know, again, as I mentioned, haven't met the guy ever in person, have known him for 25 years. I'm going to meet him for the very first time at his wedding during that week as we get closer into May. So we'll see how that goes. I'll bring my video camera down there and maybe we'll do an exclusive video blog right there at his wedding. I think that'd be so cool. So everybody else out there, thanks so much for watching this video blog today with T-Bone Tony Yannuzzi. That'll wrap up today's episode. And please make sure to keep up with all the other episodes. The way you can do that is by going to that website down there, www.gotarryn.tv, or by doing one of the three following things: making sure that you like GoTarryn on Facebook, subscribing to GoTarryn on YouTube, and following GoTarryn on Twitter, and that'll keep you and I connected. Tarryn the Traveling Trainer, master of the personal training universe, always tells each and every one of you that it's your time, it's your investment, it's your life. Thanks so much. We'll catch you on the next video blog, everybody. Bye-bye.